As soon as I turn on the camera, that's when my phone falls to the floor. Peace and blessings to you all. Afia Levi with the Forefront Express, Forefront Radio, Forefront Massages. I offer that all. For those of you that are interested, I do have a massage business where I offer massages for those of you that are in the San Antonio area. To book an appointment, hit me up on here on Facebook or go to my page, The Forefront Media, and you'll be able to book an appointment through Booksby. Also, for those of you that are not aware, I have a radio show called The Forefront Radio where I talk about different topics: history, Bible, the history of the Israelites, who were you prior to slavery, different news that affect the diaspora from North, Central, South America, Africa, and other places. On some of the recent shows, I interviewed a historian that visited Hispaniola, the Dominican Republic in Haiti. He shared some of his experiences there. Also talked about some of his experience in Brazil. Great show, great opportunity. We also interview other so-called Black entrepreneurs that are sharing some of their products and services. So if you're a Black-owned business and you're interested in talking about your product or your service that you offer, make sure you hit me up on Messenger and we can coordinate setting up a podcast where you talk about your product, talk about your services, and what you can do to help the community of the diaspora. Now, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want to make sure that I promote royalty throughout the community and enhance a positive experience for so-called Black, so-called brown, so-called, people of color, the diaspora, and give them more avenues to share their life experiences and the things that we care about for our community, our values, and the things that are very important. We should be the face of our people. We should not allow just television, we should not allow just the outer system of the global society to portray a stereotypical image, which is not necessarily something that shows our values of who we are as a people. So that's why I want to do that, to just kind of promote that royalty within that we have. Look on my website, theforefrontexpress.com, if you're interested in smelling good. I know everybody want to smell good, right? Don't nobody want to smell bad. So if you're interested in smelling good, male or female, I have oil-based fragrances, www.theforefrontexpress.com. Book an appointment on Booksby for a massage, and that's what I wanted to touch on briefly. So now, reason for the live. The reason for the live is when I woke up this morning, it dawned on me to talk about different life experiences. Now, we all go through different life experiences. Some are good and some are not so good. Some are positive, some are rewarding, and some may not necessarily be the best. We all go through trials, tribulations, and I want to touch on that briefly. Some of my personal experiences have led me to change my outlook on life. Okay, what do I mean by that? If I didn't go through what I went through personally, a trial that I'm currently still facing in my life and tribulation, I wouldn't have been able to walk more by faith and not by sight. I wouldn't have been able to more rely on the Most High, the creator of all things, than relying on myself. And going through negative experiences has led me to seek now to walk in a different way and to carry myself with esteem as royalty, as a prince that has power with God and man. I want to share with you all the importance of endurance, the importance of staying motivated throughout your trials, the importance of always moving forward, always standing strong no matter what situation you encounter. It is important for you to stay firm in your convictions, to always grow and develop in mind, in body, in spirit. Elevate yourself to a high regard, a high standard. Why? Because you are chosen to be special, to be different, to be not the same like everybody else, to be wonderful, to be magnanimous, to be glorious. You were chosen specifically by the creator of all things to be the best thing on the earth. So I always, shalom bro, good to see you. I always want to encourage you to be the best version of yourself that you could be in all aspects. Society always tries to diminish your spirit to make you go down. Society wants to break you down to the lowest level. Why? Because they don't want you to arise and be that prince, that king, that righteous person that you are meant to be. You are meant to be royalty. We descend from a long line of kings, priests, artisans, scientists, historians, scribes, people that established trade routes all across Africa, all across the Mediterranean, all across Europe, Asia, all the way across to South America, Central America, and the Americas. We had a history, a magnanimous, wonderful history prior to slavery. And what I want to share with you all is that although we're going through trials right now, we have to endure, always, constantly endure, constantly push forward. I'll give you an example. In the Bible, it talks about Joseph, right? Joseph had a dream, and in this dream, he was meant to become a prince. Initially, before he became the second in command to Pharaoh of Egypt, he went through trials. He went through significant trials. Not only did his brothers betray him, people that were close to him, his own flesh and blood, turned their back on him. Not only did they betray him, they sold him into slavery. They sold their own flesh and blood into slavery. Can you relate? Can you relate? There are many times where you have people that you're close to, people that you have called a brother, people that you have called a sister, people that you have called a friend, people that you have called family, people that you have held in your circle. And you turn around and they're a Judas Iscariot. You turn around and that love that they once shared with you, that care and attention that they took towards you, turned to betrayal, turned to anger, turned to resentment, turned to bitterness. Shalom, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Joseph experienced such things. Imagine being in a big family where you're eating, always playing, hanging out, taking care of your father's flocks, taking care of the camel, hanging out with your brothers, hanging out with your other relatives, your sister, and next thing you know, out of nowhere, your brother secretly had hatred towards you and they put you into captivity. That was Joseph's experience. Joseph had to go through trial. Joseph had to go through incredible tribulation, nights crying when he was in that jail. We have to always consider our people that are in jail, prison, locked up, detained, and suffering in today's society, because it could be you. It could be you. Anything can happen. You can get pulled over like Sandra Bland and all of a sudden attacked and harassed and tased, and next thing you're brought into the jail and then you're dead. And nobody could figure out what happened to you. Joseph experienced such a trial that was so incredible that it only took the power of the Creator to turn his life around. I say that to say this. Although you're going through different life experiences, it could be positive, it could be negative, you hold your head up high. You stand strong. You endure. You overcome. You build your faith in the Most High. You stand strong no matter what. You stand strong no matter what your trial is, no matter what your tribulation is. You hold your head up high, because you know that we walk by faith and not by sight. After years of being in jail, after years of being in prison, Joseph in turn was released. Not only was he released, but he was put in a high authority because of his divine connection to the Creator. I say that to say this: although we are downtrodden, hold your head up high. You are the battle axe of the Creator of all things. You are the warrior. You descend from a line of warriors, princes, and kings that have overcome trial and tribulations. We have overcome slavery. We have overcome Jim Crow. We have overcome colonization. We have overcome lynchings. We have overcome mass vaccinations. We have overcome all these things, and we still stand strong. We still stand strong. We have overcome betrayal. We have overcome Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have overcome the MOVE movement. We have overcome all trials and tribulations, and we are still here pushing through. Increase your faith. Increase your faith in the Creator. Walk in His ways. Start reading the Bible for yourself. Increase your mind in every aspect. Turn off the television. Start reading books. Increase your knowledge. It doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you're 12. Doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 70. It don't matter. Pick up a book about your history. Pick up the Bible and read. I want to motivate you because it is important for you to see the kingship in you, the princesship in you, the royalty within you. You see all these books right here? I still haven't gone through all the books that I want to read, but I have books. I have books on health and wellness. I have books on Black history. I have books on slavery. I have books that are biblical references. Not to show off, I'm nobody. But these things are important because it's important to enhance your mind, body, and spirit in everything that you do. I'll give you another example. I used to ride motorcycles. Do you know how I learned how to ride a motorcycle? I didn't go to a school. No. I didn't go to the Harley Davidson class that they charge people $199 for. You know where I went to? YouTube University. I watched a YouTube video for 4 months. 4 months, various videos on how to ride a motorcycle, how to pull the throttle, how to use the brakes, how to use the back brakes, what do you do in emergency situations. So much so that I got into sticky situations that I got out of because I learned about maneuvering. You know what I'm saying? So Joseph in turn was very wise. He taught the senators of Egypt. He taught them wisdom. He taught them so many things, which shows me that we have so much deep knowledge invested in us that we can no longer belittle ourselves by succumbing to the stereotypes of society. You are not made to be just a rapper. You are not made just to be a basketball player. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have politicians, we have great inventors, we have architects, we have so many different aspects. We have truck drivers, we have janitors, we have entrepreneurs. There's so many different aspects of society that we truly are a nation within a nation. The scripture says that we're like the sands of the sea. I want to share another story. Look at Job, for example. Job went through his family, his own children, dying. He suffered extreme loss. He suffered extreme loss of not only his family, but his business, his agriculture, his sheep, his cattle. Back at that time, during those time frames, and still today, those are considered the true riches, the true wealth. Not how much money you got in your pocket. If you have an organized business, you understand what I'm saying? If you have an organized business, the grocery store chains, the cattle industry produces fashion, clothing, okay, agriculture. All these things our ancestors had. Job suffered significant loss, even to the point of his body and his health. You understand? We suffer from sickness. We suffer from diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, sometimes cancers. But through it all, the Most High gave us faith to endure. The Most High gave us strength to endure. And he did not relinquish integrity and faith. He said, even in my flesh, even if I'm in worms and I'm in the grave, I will see the Creator again. I will rise up and be resurrected and see the Creator of all things. I want to motivate you. I want to strengthen you. I want to give you compassion, because not everybody gives us compassion. I want to give you daily motivation to endure to the end, to strengthen yourself, to overcome all the foolishness that's in this world. Walk upright. Be strong. Be resilient. Be motivated. Be magnanimous. Be an overcomer. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you listening in. It's just something briefly. If you appreciate the information, please do hit me up on my Cash App, $ Aphiel Levi, Aphiel Levi. If you're interested in a massage, if you're in the San Antonio area, go to my website, go to my page on Facebook, The Forefront Media, and you'll be able to book an appointment. Or you can go to my Booksy page and type The Forefront Massage on Booksy if you're in San Antonio, Texas, and you'll be able to obtain a massage. And, talk to me about discounted prices. I can hook you up, all right? Also, like I stated earlier, I do have a business line offering fragrances. That's on www.theforefrontexpress.com. And last but not least, my podcast where I talk about different subjects, The Forefront Radio on Spotify. Peace and blessings to you all. Look good, smell good, be good, because you are royalty. Peace.